this new video tutorial of Magento 2 search engine optimization extension, and in today's video tutorial we'll be showing you how the Magento 2 web store owner would now be able to improve the SEO for his online web store. So we'll be taking you to the admin backend panel, and we'll be showing you how the admin can set up all the options for the products, categories, and the rest of the things that are involved within the search engine optimization for your online Magento 2 based web store. So before proceeding further and taking you to the admin backend panel, let me give you a small gist about this particular plugin. That's the Magento 2 search engine optimization extension. So basically this plugin provides various tools and options for improving the SEO of your online store. You can display rich snippets for products, categories, and CMS pages. Also, you can add content for the Facebook Open Graph and the Twitter cards that allow the customers to share the products over the Facebook and the Twitter, that are the social networks. And apart from that, the admin can preview the search engine listing of the web and the mobile views, and can generate sitemap files like the XML and the HTML for an easy navigation to search engines, crawlers, or the visitors. And it also basically supports the href lang tag, which is basically used to serve the right content without any duplicacy to the right customers according to their location. So let's get ahead and let's see how this particular plugin, that's the Magento 2 SEO extension by Webcool, works for your Magento 2 web store. So for that, now let me take you to the admin backend panel for the same. So here I'm at the Magento 2 backend, as you can see right now. So I'll be entering my username and password for the admin account, and thereafter I'll just tap here on the sign in button to log into my admin panel for my Magento 2 web store itself. So I've logged into my admin panel and I'm at the dashboard right now. So after you've successfully installed this Magento 2 SEO extension, thereafter on the side panel you will be having this advanced SEO manager menu option. If you tap that up, then you'll have two different options here, or the sub menu options. One is the sitemap generation, that is used for the generating the sitemaps for your products and categories, and you have the SEO configuration. So after you've successfully installed this particular plugin, you can navigate through stores, then configuration, and there under the Webcool block you need to set up the initial configuration for the advanced SEO manager. You can reach that section by just tapping here and then on the SEO configuration as well. So let's go through this one. Let me open that up in another window. So now under the configuration block, under the Webcool block on the left hand side, you just need to scroll down to the advanced SEO manager. So after you've successfully installed this particular plugin, then you'll have this advanced SEO manager option to make the initial configuration settings for this particular plugin itself. So here we are having different options or the settings, as you can see right now, from the starting from the general settings up to the search engine ping service. So let's go through each of them one by one. So under the general settings, the admin can set the status of this particular SEO module as enabled or disabled. So if you want to enable this particular functionality of the SEO, then you need to choose a yes, otherwise you can choose no to disable the functionality. Then we have the product rich snippets, and here we have different options that need to configure for the rich snippets itself. So the very first option, that is yes. So if you choose a yes for this, then the product rich snippets would be enabled, and they'll be displaying the product rich snippets on the search engine result page. Otherwise, if you choose as no, then the product rich snippets would be disabled. So basically to display the product rich snippets on the SERP or the SERP page, you just need to choose this option as a yes. Then we have show product weight on web search, and before we move forward, basically we'll be able to you can basically select the rich snippet properties that basically you want to display on the SERP page. So you can show the attributes of the products like the weight, category, brand, image, company logo, reviews, aggregate, rating, offers, SKU, and the URL within the what we say as the rich snippets. So that was about the enable product rich snippets, and then we have the show product weight on a web search. So if you want to display the product weight within the rich snippet on the web search, whenever a customer does a web search on the SERP page, then you need to choose a yes for this particular option. Then we have show product category on web search. So here basically you'll be able to choose a yes or a no to display the category of the product on the web search on the SERP page after a customer has searched for a particular category. So if we enable this option by choosing a yes, then a search field would be appearing on the SERP page where the category name is being searched. Then we have show product brand on the web search. Do you want to display that or not? So you can choose it as a yes or a no. So all of these attributes would be displayed on the SERP page within the rich snippet itself. So that was about the product image. If you want to show it, you can choose a yes. Then you have the company logo, whether you want to show it or not. So or an associated logo. Then you can show the product reviews on the web search. To do so, you just need to choose a yes for this option, and you can also show the product aggregate rating on the web search itself. So for the rest of the options also you can choose a yes or a no. I'll just go through them. Then we have the show product offers on the web search. So if you want to display some product offers on the SERP page, then you can choose a yes, and under that particular rich snippet the offers would also be displayed to the customers. Then we have show product SKU on the web search. So basically you can choose to display the product identification number as well within the search or the what we say as the product rich snippet. And lastly, you can show the product URL on the web search as well. For the item URL or the product URL can also be displayed on the web search within the product rich snippet. So that was about the product rich snippets. We went through the general settings to enable it. Now then we reached the product snippets. We configured it, what different attributes you want to display within those product rich snippets. Thereafter, now we'll go to the category rich snippets, and here you can enable the category rich snippets by choosing a yes option. Then you can show the search input field on the web search. So basically you might have seen whenever we are searching on the web, and while you're searching for any category or something like that, we also see a particular input field on the web browser itself, and from that SERP page on which you will be able to see the input field, the customers can directly type in the name of the category or the thing that they want to search. So for that you just need to enable this particular show search input field on the web search, so it shows the search input field on the web search result page. To disable it, just choose it as a no, and the box that is there basically implements the real-time suggestions and some other features as well. So that was about the category snippets. Now we have the CMS rich snippets, and basically the store admin can also show the rich snippets for the CMS pages as well. And for that he just needs to first enable the CMS rich snippets by choosing a yes for this first option. Then the store owner then can basically can select the snippet properties that the admin wants to show or hide by selecting a yes or no for each of them. So let's see how and what options are there. So show search input field on the web search. Whether you want to show the search input field, you can choose a yes for that. Show address on the web search, you can choose a yes or a no for that. To display the show to display the address within the CMS rich snippet. You can also show the organization contact points on the web search. Apart from that, you can show your organization logo on the web search as well. So these were about the CMS rich snippets, the different attributes that you want to display within the CMS rich snippets that are displayed to the customers on the Google SERP page. Then we have the settings for the social sharing, and here we have three different options to configure, and this allows the customers to basically share the product information on the Facebook and Twitter. For example, here I'm on the laptop page for a product, that's the laptop, and here you can see that we have a Facebook icon and a Twitter icon, and if a customer taps that up, that will bring up the login for the Facebook, and thereafter the customer can share this particular product to his friends, family, or in general. And similarly for the Twitter as well, customers can log into their Twitter account and can share the details of this particular product on the Twitter by tweeting the same. So the settings for the social sharing, so here you can enable the Facebook sharing, whether you want to enable that or not, so that it gets displayed here and here. Enable Twitter sharing, it would be then displayed here on the product page, and thereafter you can enable large summary card for sharing as well. So if you select yes, if you want to show the large image on the shared post on the Twitter itself. So while you're sharing, making a social share or the Twitter, if you want to have a big large summary card for this particular post that you're going to share on the Twitter, then you need to choose this option as a yes. Otherwise, if a no is there, a small image would only be shared. Then we have the search engine robots, and basically, as we know that Magento configuration includes settings to generate and manage the instructions for the web crawlers and the bots that index your site. So here you can choose the options for the search engine robots. So for example, the default robots would be no index, no follow. It depends what you want to set it up, whether you want to have it as index follow, no index follow, index no follow, no index no follow. So that can be done according to your own requirement there. And now for the add additional link, here the admin can provide multiple links separated via comma, and there's no need to mention the base URL. For example, if the URL is https://xyz.com/test/index/test, then you can mention only the test/index/text. So you can see that we just need to mention this one. And if you have a URL like this, then you can choose the additional link as about us only for the additional for adding the additional link. Then we have the pages, so here you can make multiple selections as well according to your own requirement there. And from here the admin just needs to select the pages that the admin do not want to be indexed by the bots or the crawlers. So where you can choose the different pages that you don't want to be crawled by the Google crawlers or the bots. Then we have the HTML sitemap. You can enable the HTML sitemap for your web store. You can show those. You can show the CMS on sitemap as well by choosing a yes for that. So basically, you need to decide whether you want to show the CMS pages on the sitemap or not. Then you can see that we have an option for the show categories on sitemap. So here you can decide between a yes or a no to decide whether to show the categories on the sitemap or not. Then we have show products on sitemap. So here also you can decide whether to show the products on the sitemap or not. So that was about the HTML sitemaps. Then we have the emails, and the very first option is they send emails to, and here the admin can enter the email address on which they want to receive the 404 notification if there's no valid page on their web store, or for example the customer taps on a URL and he gets an error 404. So that page is then sent out to this particular email address. Then we have the email sender. So here you can select the email sender from the drop down, as you can see here, and the given types that we are provided are the general contact, sales representative, customer support, custom email 1 and 2. Thereafter we have the email template, and from here the admin needs to select the email template for the drop down, from the drop down basically. And the type of email templates are for notify email template, payment failed, new order, new pickup order, and the new pickup order for guest. And lastly we have the search engine ping request. And before that, for this 404 notification, when a customer basically searches any URL that does not exist on the website, then the customers would be redirected to a new page, that is 404 CMS page. And when the customer redirects to that page, then automatically a mail is sent out to the admin that someone trying to access this 404 URL, like I've just told you above. Now for the search engine ping service, here the admin can enable the automatic ping service whenever the product is created or saved. So you can choose an auto ping for the product save, and for the creation as well. You can also choose the auto ping service, and from here you just need to select the search engine where you want to ping, and we have provided these search ping services. Basically the following ping services are available. So for example, if you choose Google, and after that if you tap here on the ping service, then this pop-up comes up, and from here you need to choose your ping service. Then you need to enter your ping title, the ping URL that you want to test, and the ping RSS URL as well. Thereafter you just need to tap here on the ping to check whether it is pinging or not, or whether the service is connecting or not. Thereafter you just need to tap on the save configuration button to save this particular initial configurations for the search engine SEO extension. And now after this, now let me go to this particular advanced SEO manager once again, and we have been through the SEO configuration. Now let's go to the sitemap generation, and under here the admin can create different sitemaps, and the sitemap files are for the products and the categories, and the admin basically. So on the sitemap page, the admin can see the already created sitemaps. Like here you can see the different details within the columns, that are the file name, path, link for the Google, last generated, store view, and action. So you can add these sitemaps and you can delete them as well. And to create one, you just need to tap here on the top right hand corner on the add sitemap button, and that brings up the section to add a new site. So the admin just needs to enter the details for the sitemap to create, and from here the admin can save and generate the sitemap. So the admin just needs to enter the file path, file name basically, then the with an extension of XML, then the path name. For example, you have this example here for the path as well, so you'll be choosing your path, and then you have the sitemap type. So you can choose from all types, like the product and the category. So you can create the sitemaps for the products and the categories of your e-commerce web store. So thereafter you just need to tap here on the save button to save this particular newly created sitemap for your store itself. And it depends on whether you have chosen the products or the categories. For example, if you have chosen products, then you will see like the product site XML that we have already created with the name product, and for the category we have set it as category sitemap .xml, and it depends on the choice that you made for the sitemap itself. If you choose that type as category, then it would be created for the category. So if you want to edit or delete, you can just directly tap here on any of the created sitemaps. Otherwise, if you want to generate the sitemaps, you can tap here on the generate link under the actions column. So if I tap here on the generate link, you'll see that the sitemap for the file name that we have set up has been generated. So to delete one, we can tap here on any of the created sitemaps, and from here we can choose this delete button, or you can edit this as well, and you can then tap on the save and generate once again. So this was about the sitemap generation under the advanced SEO manager. So we have gone through the initial configurations within the SEO configurations, and how to generate the sitemaps. Now after this, what we'll be doing is now we'll be setting up the product search engine optimization, and for that we'll navigate through what we say as the catalog, and then products. So we can do the product SEO as well as the category SEO. So I'll just open both of them, product and the categories as well. So first we'll go through the products, and then we'll go through the categories. So Now let's come to the products here. And now to make the product SEO, what we need to do is we just need to choose any of the products that are there, or if we are going to create a new one, and then we just need to edit that particular product. So for example, we have the physiotherapy consultation. So I've just tapped on that, and we'll be seeing the edit product page now. So now you can see that we're on the physiotherapy consultation edit product page right now. So what we need to do is we need to scroll down, and here we'll be having this option, additional option, that is the search engine optimization. And from here we'll be able to do the search engine optimization for this particular product. And we also have the advanced SEO manager, where we'll be able to see the SEO meter and the option to share this particular product over the social networks as well. So under the SEO meter, you will be able to set up your focus keyword, and it must be one of the meta keywords, otherwise it won't work. And then you will be able to set up the product SEO level. So you just need to make it better, best, and excellent. And you also have these recommendations here that would allow you to basically create your focus keyword for the advanced SEO manager here. And here also you'll be having this SERP snippet preview, wherein you'll be able to check the desktop and the mobile snippet for your SERP. And for example, we are on the desktop, and if I tap here on the mobile, then this is the mobile view for the SERP. And under the social tab, we have the Facebook snippet, and here you can see the Facebook snippet is there. So you'll be able to enter the name of the Facebook open graph title that will be visible on the for the Facebook snippet that we have. You can set up the description for that, and you can choose an image for that particular snippet as well. Similarly, for the Twitter snippet, you can basically edit the Twitter card by entering the Twitter card title for this product, and the product description for the Twitter card. You can choose an image as well, and thereafter you can save the option. So that was about the social tab. And here we have the SEO meter, when you need to choose one of the meta keywords here, and you need to enter that up, and then accordingly you can set up the improvements using these different recommendations that are automatically being provided to you for your product itself. Now let's go to the categories, and let's see how we can make a SEO for the categories. So for that, here I'm on the category page right now, as you can see. So here you can scroll down, and here we have this option, search engine optimization. And here also we have the SEO meter, basically that will show you the status of the category page SEO level. And the higher is the percentage, the better will be the SEO. And the admin can also give the ways and suggestions for improving the SEO level for each of the category pages, as we gone through the product one that we just talked about. This same is there with the categories as well. And these suggestions would basically improve the SEO level for the category pages. So here as well, you can set up your focus keyword for your category for your categories, and you can set up the meta title, meta keywords, and the meta description. And thereafter, as I've already told you, for the product as was there for the categories, also we have these snippet previews. For the desktop, you can see the default category with the URL, and the mobile with the category name and the URL for the same. So if I go to the clothing category, when it displays here on the edit one for the category, if I scroll down on the clothing one, now if I go to search engine optimization, then you can see the category name clothing and the URL for the same, and for the mobile as well. So thereafter you just need to save the category like we did for the products, after making the SEO level better, best, or excellent that you can get to after these options that we have provided here for you. So that was how we can set up the product and category SEO. And if I go to the web store front end and I scroll down, and here you can see the HTML sitemap as well. So after we have created the site map, if the customer taps here on the HTML sitemap, the customers would be able to see the sitemap along with the CMS pages here. As you can see, we have the categories, we have the products, and from here as well the customers can navigate within the web store. And here if you tap here on the link for the Google for the site map, then you can see the XML file would be displayed with the different info there regarding the XML. And for your website, like the categories there, you have the products being set up and the different options as well. So that was about the clothing, and similarly we can also make the SEO for the CMS pages. And for that we need to navigate through content, and then under the elements we just need to tap here on the pages sub menu option for the elements of the e-commerce website for the Magento 2 platform. And here we can add a new page as we have already added a few pages there, and these pages are also visible here on the sitemap XML, the sitemap, as you can see right now. 404 Magento 2 modules demo, enable cookies, Magento 2 demo, enable cookies. So let me tap here on the add new page for the CMS. So the SEO meter is basically available for all of the CMS pages as well, and it shows you the status of the CMS page SEO level. So you need to scroll down on that particular page that you're creating or already created page as well. You need to navigate to the search engine optimization section, and here you'll be able to set up the different options for your CMS page. And the higher is the percentage, the better will be the SEO, and the admin can view the ways and suggestions for improving the SEO level, as you can see right now. And the admin can also check the SERP snippet preview for the desktop and the mobile for your CMS pages, as you can see. So here you can set the focus keyword, and here you need to just save the page for the best possible results. And you'll be entering your page URL key, the meta title, the meta keyword, the meta description under the search engine optimization, and thereafter under the SEO meter you'll be setting up your focus keyword within your CMS page, and the CMS SEO level would be assisting you to make the best possible solution for the same. And thereafter you just need to tap here on the save button to save the new page with a better SEO now. So that was much about the Magento 2 SEO extension, and if you still are facing any issues, or you want to have more information regarding the Magento 2 SEO extension, then you can always get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you may raise a ticket at webcool@ubdes.com. Apart from that, I've already added the description. Within the description, I've added the various links for the user guide, for the store content, and for the live demo as well, that can be accessed from the user guide of this particular module by tapping here on the live demo option.